a couple more seconds before I start. All right, start recording. Okay, so I'll say it again. Welcome, my name is Laura Hardy. So with this new tool, regardless of what business that you are doing right now, anything that you are promoting, this is going to take care of all of that. Now, I know I sound really confident with that, and then the reason that I am is because I feel like this is something that is every single person should have one, at least one. I'm even going to be putting these things on my kids' backpacks. Like, that's how crazy excited I am about this. Think of it this way. If you have a business, if you are in networking, if you are a small business owner, and you know you have something great, you just got to tell people. How are you going to get to tell everyone? Can you do a Facebook Live? And you can reach some people. Yeah. Are you going to put an ad up somewhere on Facebook and be able to reach another demographic there? You know, how are you going to be able to reach people? The number one reason people quit in networking is because they're like, well, I just can't talk to people like you do. Or I don't know that many people, or I don't have any new prospects or anything like that, right? People in small businesses, the reason that they close and so many small businesses fail is because they don't have enough traffic coming in, right? So they're not getting enough cash flow in because people either don't know who they are yet, you know, they kind of forget about them over here. Location, you know, a couple of different things that could be going on for that. Now, what if you were able to solve that problem and it'd be a fraction of the cost of what you would think that it would be? That'd be a pretty great thing, right? So what if you were able to solve that problem and not have to talk to a single person? That would be even better, right? For all those people who are shy, obviously I'm not one of them, but for all those people who are shy and are a little more reserved because you don't want to feel intrusive, or you feel like if you're just talking to people that it may, you know, it may make them feel like, you know, you're coming at them or awkward, right? What if you had a little device that was small, looks like the power lock button for your keys for your car? You could put that anywhere. Take it with you. You could put it in your car. You could put it in your pocket. Put it on your keys. Tape it underneath the bleacher of a concert. And anyone that comes within 150 yards of this little device would get a notification on their phone. That sounds pretty cool, right? What notification would they be getting? Well, think of this. Whatever company you are supporting, whatever business you are supporting right now, you would have 40 characters plus a link address to be able to put in for this advertisement. Okay, so when I say notification, I'm not talking about a text message. So for all you people out there asking the question, well, I wonder how they get past privacy laws. This is how. It is a notification. So at the top of your phone, you would swipe down, just like how you get your Zoom notifications or Facebook or Instagram or anything else like that. You see this little icon on top. You swipe it down, you're like, well, what's this? It could say anything from make extra money online, or, you know, promote your business this way, whatever it is that you want it to say. And then you touch it and it'll go directly to whatever lead capture page that you have. It could be to a video. It could be set up to your business page. It could be, if you are a real estate agent, think of this idea. If you are out there selling houses, anybody that comes to and signs on to sell their house with you, give them one of these little toys. I call them a toy because I think it's the coolest thing in the world. And when you do, you can put their link address to their house to look at all their videos, all their pictures, all like the walkthrough video or whatever. So when somebody gets this notification on their phone, it says, hey, check out this new listing in this area, in your area. Swipe down, look at this, be like, if you weren't even looking to buy a house, you now might have an idea, wow, that's a really pretty house. I never thought about owning a house on the lake. You know what? I do kind of want, do want to see if we want to buy this house. I do want to see what this business is going on here. How can I make extra money online? Well, let me see. Let me swipe down and let me see what this notification is about. Not only did you reach people that you would have normally never been able to talk to or never been able to reach, because let's face it, even if you walk into a restaurant right now, you cannot go and tap on every single person's shoulder and tell everybody about your opportunity. It's just not possible. And trust me, I've tried. I talk to everybody. But it doesn't always work out because you're rushing. You can't reach everybody. Even if I stood up on the chair in the middle of a restaurant, I would probably be kicked out. But they can't kick out my notification. If I went and sat a notification, just went and sat at a coffee shop and just left my keys right on the table or whatever, everybody that came within a football field around would be getting the information of what I want them to have. Now my video is going to be like, hi, my name is Laura. I bet you're wondering how you got this notification from me. Well, here's my little advice. Whatever business that you are doing, you can advertise just like I did. If you want to know more about it, click over here. Something so simple and quick and eye-catching that they're going to want to know what you have. I think this is absolutely a brilliant idea. And how does it do that? It does this through Bluetooth. So if you have your Bluetooth on and you come within any with 150 yards of this device, you will be getting this notification. Blows your mind, right? This is where everybody's like, right? I know, I see you smiling. I know. But the reason is because you're like, wait a minute. Okay, I don't know that many people. So it's harder for me to go and talk to people, right? You want to do good in your business. You really want to do this entrepreneur thing, but you haven't had the tools to be able to do it yet. So how would you like not only just the tool, but a full system to be able to do that with? Well, here you go. The Asirvia Go is what it's called. And this is going to build your business for you. Now you hear people say, well, we can set up a lead capture page and it'll do all the work for you. Yeah, how are you going to get those lead captures to people that are actually interested? How are you going to get people to actually click on that stuff? Now, I can tell you that I do not check my email. I just don't. Email, it just drives me nuts. I'm not very good at that. So if you send me emails, the chances of you getting in touch with me is very, very slim. Unless it says something like really eye-catching or something like that, as in like, Laura, answer my email. I might click on it then. But the fact of the matter is, it's not going to happen unless you're telling me, Kohl's is having a 60% off sale and giving Kohl's cash today. I'm not going to click on it. But I will click on something that it's a notification on the top of my phone that I see. And I'm like, well, what is that? I've never seen that before. So will everybody else. When it comes in our phones, it's a lot different. Can I get an amen? Of course I can, because everybody's like, we have our phones in our hand the majority of the time. I don't care if it's because you are in business. I don't care if it's because you have kids that don't live in the same state as you. You have your phone around you because just in case, you never know. And you want to check up on people and see like, well, what is anybody else doing today? I'm kind of bored. I've got Facebook here. There's exactly. Yes. So there's all kinds of avenues for this tool for you to become and be able to have a huge amount of success. I was sitting there talking to somebody or the president of our company. And I said, you know what? I said, this is not just for network marketers. This is not just for small business owners. I said, think of it this way. I said, if you have, hi everyone, do others need to have their Bluetooth on? Yes, you need to have your Bluetooth on to be able to get this notification. And everybody walks around with their Bluetooth on just about any time. I mean, I have mine on all the time because it connects in my car, So yeah, you do need to have your Bluetooth on. If you were think of this. Okay, if you go to a church, or if you're pastors of a church, or if you, have a large youth group or event at a school, I would go and give a few of these out to the youth group to go and pass out around town. Go put one in the park bench. Go put one in the coffee shop planter or wherever. Just ask a clerk if they can have this sit on their desk for the day. Wherever you think a lot of people are coming through. Traffic, okay? Now, with that, you'd be like, well, what are they going to advertise? Hey, why don't you talk about a youth night you're having? Invite people to church. Instead of going and door knocking, why don't you invite somebody to what you have going on in your life? It's a whole different thing out there. Now, advertising and promoting things are not just for traditional businesses and network marketers. So whenever you're thinking, and I know your minds are going crazy right now, thinking of all the people you can impact with this, and you're going to ask me how much money can I make with it, and I'll tell you in just a second. But then I'm going to have Kevin Marino come on here and give you guys a few more extra specs and details of what's going on. But I can tell you that if you go to a mega church, if you go to a small church that is just getting started, and you're like, well, how do we get to meet people in this area because we've never lived here before? Go get one of these things and just be like, hey, we have this Mother's Day special coming on where all the mothers are going to be honored in the church at this date. Do a little welcome video. Hi, I am the pastor of this church. We just moved into this area. We would love to meet you. We'd like to invite you to our service this week. How catching is that? Because if I seen that come over my phone and I looked at that, I would say, hey, well, that's so cool. How did they do that? I want to go see them. They look like pretty neat people. introduce yourself to people. Introduce yourself to a whole bunch of people you would never be able to reach yet. Now, I can also tell you the reason that I'm so excited about this is because not only is it available here in the US, it is available and works everywhere. If you're going to go to India for the weekend, or not really for the weekend, you wouldn't go to India for the weekend, for the week, we'll just say the week at least, you want to have these with you. I don't care if you're in the Philippines, if you're in Hong Kong, if you're in China, you know, wherever that you are, in the UK, Denmark, this device works everywhere because everybody has phones. You don't believe me? Go to the Philippines and go walk in Manila, even just in a mall, and every single person has a phone in their hand. Do you know how many people look for opportunities to be able to make residual income? There are a lot of people out there. Do you know how many network marketers are all over this world? There are a lot of them out there. Wouldn't you want it to be your opportunity that they're seeing? I know I want it to be mine. So I am going to be taking these things all over the place. I'm excited about it. That term, the sky's the limit. There is no sky's the limit here because there are footprints on the moon. So there is no sky's the limit. There are a limited amount of people out there, you know? Oops, sorry. Hey, Kevin, can you take care of the messages in the chat because I can't see them right now, or answer all of them. So can you type and take care of that for me? Thank you.
That's what I've been doing, miss.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, there's some, don't you get snippy with me. I got your snippy. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so it works all over the world. Now, I know that the most exciting thing is obviously, okay, this is great. How many can we get? You can get them in 1, you can get them in 3, you can get them in 8. Kevin, do you want to tell the prices? Do you want me to? Okay, so the price for 1
I will go through that.
Okay, good.
I have a little sheet for everybody.
Okay, good. So I'm just going to run through the quick compensation type of thing real quick, but you give the details and you tell all that stuff and then I'll be done. Sound good? Yeah.
Good.
Okay. So there is a way to make money with this. And with our company, this is a part of Asirvia. Okay. So you have to get it through our company. But the way that you make money with our company, it fits right into our compensation plan, which is ridiculous because we have 4 ways to get paid. Not just 1, not just 2, but 4 ways to get paid. Now people are like, what are you talking about? Not only do we have, a lot of things going on, you can become just a customer if you want to. If you want to buy these for your teams, if you want to buy these for your businesses, just be a customer. Just go and buy them. Buy them from our website. Now, if you want to make money out of it because it's really neat and you're like, well, I'm probably going to be telling my friends and other business owners and other people about this thing so they can get it, I might as well make some residual income off of it. Go ahead and do that. To become an affiliate with our company is only $25. I mean, that's nuts, right? That doesn't happen anywhere. So no matter what your interest is, if you want to make residual, if you want to make money, exactly, Kevin Sousa, there's no way I would turn down making any money. I mean, that just doesn't even make sense. You have something that's this much fun and people are going to be asking you about it. There's no reason you should be not an affiliate, especially with 4 ways to get paid. So Kevin Marino is now going to tell you guys the price. I know I've held you off long enough, but I can tell you that it was definitely worth the wait because you're probably sitting here thinking oh my gosh, this is going to be, hundreds of dollars and all this kind of stuff. Well, nope. So take it away, Kevin.
Well, thanks, Laura. Hi, everybody. Quick little wave. I love seeing all the smiling faces from many different parts of the world tuning in. Really appreciate that. And as Laura went through, this is, you know me, I'm not a guy who hypes anything. I just kind of give it to you straight. That's what I'm known for. That's what I intend to continue doing always. And to keep giving it to you straight, I will definitely tell you this is going to revolutionize the network marketing space. I know it sounds crazy, but it really is. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to, as soon as I can, I'm going to do my screen share. I'm going to show you a couple things. This is working okay. Okay, screen share, desktop. Here we go. Share screen. All right, so hopefully you guys are seeing this right now. This is what this cool little unit is going to look like. Little white unit with a little Asirvia Go on it. That's what you'll be referring to them as, because guess what? That's what they're called. They're called the Asirvia Go. It's a as Laura was talking about, it's a nice little unit. It's about the size of a key fob for your car. So it's going to be something that is easy to grab, easy to take with you. And here's what we're going to do on the pricing. And obviously, we haven't put this into a beautiful format yet, but it's going to be very easy for everybody to understand. We are bringing this out literally with about a 50% savings off of what they're going to cost. So when you look at these units, and for those of you that are going to say, well, how long is that 50% discount going to last? I don't know yet. What I'm going to tell you is that everybody that locks in either 1, 3, or 8 units, and nobody will be allowed to buy more than 8 initially because there is a limited amount of them to be able to go out, so 8 is the max. If they lock in 1, 3, or 8, that pricing is going to remain. So even when the discount gets less as we go forward, your pricing, whatever you locked it in as, that's what's going to be there for you. So obviously you're looking at initially one of them will be $25 a month, 3 at $49, 8 at $99. The activation is per account, not per unit. Okay, so if you get 1, 3, or 8, the activation is still $30. All right, this also includes shipping to Canada and the U.S. So those of you in the UK can raise your hand. You're going to get a little bit extra shipping just to cover it going over to you. Those of you that are on from New Zealand and Australia, and Stacy, when you're on from Ghana, you're going to get a little bit extra charge to bring it to the different parts of the globe. But that is the base. And again, it's not per unit. All right, I see some people are throwing up questions. What I'm going to say is let me go through some information first, and then I'll get to the questions. So just hang on just a minute. So that's the activation. Again, the activation regular price is going to be $50 per account. Right now it's only $30. How long for? I don't know. So when people first sign up, all right, the payment that's going to be made is first month, last month, and activation. So if you're getting one Asirvia Go unit, it's going to be $25, $25, and $30 for a total of $80. If you're getting 3, all right, it's going to be $49, $49 plus $30, which is $128. If you're getting 8, it's going to be $99, $99 plus $30, which will be your $228. So again, it's pretty simple. It's straightforward. If you lose one or damage one or destroy one prior to 12 months, there's a $25 per unit replacement cost. Okay? If after 12 months something happens to one, it'll be replaced at no cost. All right? They come with a 2-year battery life. Okay, so at any point in time when the batteries, if the batteries start to go on you, 18, 20, 24 months, 26 months down the road, when the batteries go, the units will be replaced at no cost and will be sent out to you. So we're trying to make sure that we cover all sides of this to make sure that things are covered. So quick rundown on the pricing, you see it. Eventually, the pricing will be $49.99 and $199 for the units that you see. Now, sometimes what's going to happen is I'll tell you right now, the most popular in many of your teams as you're building Asirvia will be the $49 for the 3 of them. And the reason being is there's a number of folks, and you've heard me say it many times, who are working different businesses. And we know that Asirvia a lot of times is one of your businesses, and some people have a nutrition business. Some of them have they're doing something with a cryptocurrency. Somebody's doing something with energy. Somebody's doing something with another type of service or device or product or whatever. Here's why the $49 one, I think by far will be our biggest seller, is because you can program them individually. So in other words, you don't need all of them programmed to one particular message and a link. All right, each one has 40 characters plus a link. 40 characters plus a link. All right, and it broadcasts. I have to correct Laura just a little bit here. You said two different distances. One time you said a football field, which is 100 yards, and the other time you said 150. It is one.
That's what I get for being a girl.
It is 100 yards. You were right on the football field, so you're good.
Yeah, football field, whatever that is. That's
100 yards. So those of you outside the U.S., it's approximately 100 meters. So it's give or take a few. And the nice part is you can also shrink that. So, for instance, if you, for some reason, only wanted it to broadcast for 10 yards, you can do that as well. All right. So think about this. Think about having 3 different messages. If you're a store owner, some of the store owners and little shops and restaurants that I've spoken to so far just said, I want 8. You will find the shops and store owners will pick up 8 just like that because they carry one. Their significant other carries one. They put one stationary in their store, and then one guy said, he goes, listen, I'll just give them to all my employees to carry with them. A person was a plumber, and they were going to he was going to stick them in his trucks. So wherever the trucks are, people will come into contact with it. He'll be able to do the link right to his site. So there's many different systems the things that you're going to be able to do with it. What I will tell you is that our system that we're developing and the funnels we're attaching to this are going to be among the best that you've seen in the industry. We actually reached out to some of the guys who have written some of the best funnels. They're online marketers, you know them. The funnels that they've created are top notch. Right now, already being produced. The funnels, videos, script, everything is being produced right now, is being put together. It is not going to be this week coming that it will all be out. It looks like it'll be the following week. So that's our target date. All right, we're going to be building people up here over the next 10 days. And there's going to be an announcement next Monday on the Monday night call. So Monday the 15th. All right, we're going to be talking about it on the 8th, which is this Monday. On Monday the 15th, we're going to give you the ship date of when they're going to be shipping. All right. Like I said, they're going to be limited availability in the beginning. 8 is going to be the number. We've already gotten questions. Can we buy them and then transfer them to somebody else? No. You can't get 8 and then transfer 2 to this one and 1 to this one and 3 to that one. Not going to do that. Okay, so whatever you purchase is on your account, one account. That's the account you log into to make all your changes and to update any of the different units that you possess. So that'll take care of that. What else am I missing here? I'll make sure. So you have that. Let me pop into the questions just for a second. Let me stop the screen share for a sec. All right, I'm going to open up. Let's see. It gets a little crazy with this. Oh, we got a little noise in the background. Let me pull up the chat, see what we have. Ooh. Okay. Aha, here we go. Okay, so what's the price? We got an okay. After the person acknowledges the Bluetooth message, how long will it keep sending out a signal every 5? Okay. So to understand this, so if I have a unit, let's just say this is the unit. Oops, my picture's off because I'm having a little bit of lag here. I'm going to turn my picture back on for a second. Let's see if we can make this work. Okay, it's crazy with this many people on. Okay, so let's say this is my Asirvia Go unit. Can everybody see that? Kevin Seuss, if you give me a thumbs up if you can see it. Okay, great. So if this is my unit, anybody that comes within 100 yards of this and they're an Android phone with their Bluetooth activated, they're going to receive that message, okay? Because we're sending, so it's kind of like a beacon. It's kind of like you're an advertising beacon at the moment, and your advertising radius is approximately 100 yards. So as they come into that range, it will show up on their phone in the notification area, the same place that a Facebook notification will show up, or that you got a message, or any the place where all of your apps give you the little notification. That's where the notification will show, and it'll give you the 40 characters plus the link. When you leave my broadcasting area, when you leave from within 100 yards of me, that link will go away. That message, that notification will go away. It's not something that you are putting on their phone. It's something that you are broadcasting, and when they come close, their phone is telling them that there's a broadcast, there's a notification that there's something available, whether it's a deal, a link. iPhone will be very soon. Don't say iPhone will be very soon. I don't know who put that up there. They are working on iPhone. I do not have a date, but considering that literally the Droid market is 60%, is a little over 60% of the market. That's why they went after the Droid market first. So obviously you have Droids, then you have the Google phones and others, and then you have iPhone, which is obviously the second most. So they will be going after the iPhone market. As soon as I have an accurate update on that, I will give that to you. For this time right now, let's just consider that it's only Droids. Okay, because I don't want anybody out there making an excuse. Someone that you're talking to goes, "Oh, well, come to me when it has Apple." Great, we'll talk to you when it has Apple. You got to realize how many people have Android phones. So those of you that are Apple users, no problem. Guess what? You can still use the service because you're not doing it with your iPhone. It's the little Go unit that's doing the broadcasting. So that's really good. Does anybody have any? Okay, how do they get the link back once they have walked away from the unit? They don't, Samantha. They would have to be in that range and click on the link. Obviously, once they've clicked on the link, now it's in their phone. So there you go. So most everyone I know has iPhones. Understand, Denise, iPhones right now are just over 30% of the market. So just over 30% of the market. Which would you rather go after? 60+% of the market or 30% of the market? I'm going to tell you right now, I'd rather go after 60% of it first, because most of us out there are Droid users. All right. When will we be able to order or reserve? You'll be able to put your orders in. The goal is the week of the 15th, but here's what I'm going to tell you. We are going to do our best to open up the pre-ordering this coming week toward the end of the week, but I'm not promising that. Anybody that's on this here, Kevin Sousa, I see you still. You got your hand, you're frozen in my picture with your hand up, so you can be my witness. I'm telling everybody, we are not taking orders this coming week, but if something happens, we will put out an all points bulletin and we will let everybody know. But plan for the announcement on 5/15. So May 15th, that night, plan for the announcement to be made. If they click the link, it would open in their browser on their iPhone, I would think. They're not going to receive it if they have an iPhone. Okay, so at this time, the iPhone users will not be. Stays in their history, yes. I am Droid, okay. Quick analogy to share. Kevin Sousa. Hang on a second. Kev, you want to put something there?
I'm open.
Oh, there you are. How you doing, bud?
Good. Quick analogy to share.
Sure.
Okay. Folks, this is how to explain how they get to see your message. Picture yourself driving on a highway, okay? And you see something on the side of the road coming up to you. That's called a billboard, okay? And you're driving, the billboard gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And all of a sudden now you can read the billboard. And you quickly read it, and it passes you. Now you can't read it anymore. Okay, why? Because you're out of range. You can no longer see the billboard. That's exactly what this is on someone's Android. It's a billboard. They came in the range of that billboard, they saw the ad, and now they're out of range and they can no longer see it anymore. So they'll see it, and when they're out of range, they'll no longer see it. It'll no longer be on their cell phone. That's exactly what this is. It doesn't go on their text. It doesn't go on their phone number because we don't get their text, their cell phone numbers. That'd be against the law. In fact, that'd be spamming. And so we don't have their phone numbers. So they actually see a notification like a billboard. Hey, check this out. That's it. And it doesn't matter who we know or how many people we know that have iPhones or Androids. That's irrelevant. When we're in a crowded place or we place our Asirvia Go in a crowded place, it doesn't matter who has iPhones and who has Androids. The law of averages states that hundreds, if not thousands of people are going to get notifications about our URL that we placed on this unit. And now we have just solved the biggest problem in the world. People are spending thousands of dollars on advertising to put their website in front of eyeballs. Who wouldn't want to spend $99 a month, or even when full price goes into effect, $199 a month for 8 units, to have thousands, if not tens of thousands of eyeballs on their websites? So the analogy is we now have a billboard online in somebody's palm of their hand. And who cares if it goes in or out of range? We have the power to change our lives and the lives of others all over the world. That's my analogy.
Well, Kev, I appreciate that. And I think that's a great analogy. And one of the things that, someone asked me, and we were talking the other day, and I said, in my opinion, this is going to enable somebody to increase their prospecting 100-fold. And so, and the guy goes, 100-fold? He goes, come on. He goes, that's a crazy amount. And I said, well, if you want my true opinion, I think it's going to be 1,000-fold. But what I'm going to say is 100-fold, because let me ask you, how many people did you personally prospect in the first 4 months of this year? And he said, oh, probably 150, 170. I said, okay. How many people did you come within 100 yards of in the first 4 months of this year? And he went, oh, wow, it probably will be 1,000-fold. And I said, that's exactly my point. See, the nice part about this, and the reason it's going to, in my opinion, revolutionize the network marketing space, is you now have the ability to put something in people's hands that even though they're a little shy trying to speak to people, this is doing it for them. It's giving them a quick little message that you can help them write. It's giving them a link if they're promoting their Asirvia business right to an incredible funnel that actually will do the majority of the selling for you. It will rate your prospects. And how does it rate them? It rates them for how engaged they are. Did they read the emails? Did they watch the videos? It'll tell you how much of the video they watched. So all of this information will be there. Now, some people say, well, you know, I don't want to do this with Asirvia. I want to use this for my other business. No problem. However you wish to do it. We're actually going to set up customer-based sites. So as you're out there, those of you that are going to promote the Asirvia Go, you'll be able to send people in and they'll buy them as a customer. Now, will some people look to be able to sell them? Absolutely. What I will tell you is I've been in this industry 26 years. I've seen a lot of different things come through. I will tell you that sales funnels kind of revolutionized a lot of things. The internet revolutionized things. Now Facebook message, texting, each thing has had its own little revolution on the industry and has enabled things to get a little easier and a little easier. I will tell you right now, I don't know how much easier we can make it than they order these units and they give them to a few people that are friends, and no matter where they are, within 100 feet of them, they're going to get a message and a link. I don't know how much easier we can make that. When I tell you that I seriously believe that this will revolutionize our space, our profession, by making it easier, I don't care what business you're in, you can come up with a nice little message and a link, and you can bring them to it. And if those of you that are in multiple, or you come across people that are in multiple, absolutely. And so that's what we're doing. We're gonna push these hard. We're gonna get out there. We're gonna be talking about it. We have meetings going all over the place. So anybody that's looking to get your pre-orders in, or you know other people that want to get on something right away, because I'm going to tell you, we'll have the order, we'll have the delivery schedule laid out, so you'll know, depending on what group you're in, when you're going to receive your unit. It's not going to be delayed a long time, but we'll have a more accurate layout of all that, more accurate timing of that on the 15th. So here for the next 9 days, get people in the system. Those of you that, many of you that are on here are already part of the Asirvia business. Those of you that say, hey, listen, I'm going to push the Asirvia Go. That's what I want to hammer. I want to focus on that. No problem. Get your people in, get them registered, get them in as affiliates. How do they do that? It's $25 a month, all right, to be part of our business. They can market any product they want, $25 a month to be part of our business. How do people earn? I'm going to pop that up here for you very quickly, because some people had said that they weren't really sure on the comp side of it. So I'm going to, if I can find my cursor, I will get right to it. We're going to do the share screen. I'm just going to touch on the comp quickly, and then we'll move on. Hopefully everybody is not getting as much of a lag as I am. I think it's because I'm recording it. Aha, there we go. Share screen. Aha. All right, where is my part?
Zach just asked, where do we stand on as far as exclusivity goes?
Oh, those of you, did I forget to mention that? Folks, I'm sorry. Hey, we have the network marketing exclusivity worldwide on this. So Nobody will be going around you to market it, with their network marketing company or anything like that. So people that want to market it will be coming through us. Zach, that was a very good question. Sorry for not addressing that with everybody. Okay, let me shrink that. All right, hopefully everybody, before I shrink it, let me just ask you a question. United We Stand, there you go. Can everybody see the comp plan on there? Everybody see that okay? Great. Thank you for the thumbs up there, Pamela. All right, I'm going to shrink that down. All right. So everybody understands 3 and free does not apply to Asirvia Goes. All right, this is has to deal with the life packs. Everything else on here is the same way. So all of these, so we're gonna adjust this a little bit, and basically it's going to say 25%. So when a $99 sale is made, it'll be 25%. When the cost of the units goes up, it'll stay at 25%, which means it'll be more than the $25. Okay, so at the moment, let's just look at this. So at $99, so if someone buys an 8-pack, all right, it's a $25 commission and 10% matching for 5 generations. Okay, so that's month 1. So that money is paid out right as the sales are made. Starting in month 2, you get your 10% commission on anything you personally do, and again, 5% for anything that your second level does. So the volume, a lot of times people say, well, how about the volume? I don't understand the volume. Is it BV? Is it PV? What type? Well, how do we describe our volume? Our volume is our volume. If you make a $25 sale, $25 goes into volume. Make a $49 sale, $49 goes in, $99 goes in. It's that simple. Those of you that haven't seen our comp plan before, it's really simple and straightforward. This is what we call our base pay. You can grow this with as few as 3 teams. If you want to have more teams, you're more than welcome to, but you do not need any more than 3 to maximize our comp. Once you have 3 teams with 1,000 spaced between those 3, you start getting your $1 in base pay. When it goes to 4,000, it's 4,000. 10,000, $10 in base pay. That is your base. That's what you earn that particular day. If tomorrow you go from senior leader to manager because you were at 29,000 volume, all of a sudden you went to 30,000 volume. As soon as you make that leap, the very next day you begin your $30 a day, not next month. So you don't have to wait until the next pay period, the next month, to be rewarded for going up a level. Everything is done here in real time. So you earn it, you get to that today, boom, tomorrow you get the higher pay. The generational match, those of you out there that are leaders and people movers who can get out there, bring a lot of folks to the table, get them signed up. You can structure people any way you want. Anybody you bring in goes front line to you. All right, you have 30 days to put them wherever you want to put them. So if you sign up 10 people and you want to bring it down to 3 legs or 3 teams, you can take 7 of those and place them anywhere you want under any of the 3. So that's how that works with the structuring. The generational means that anybody you have personally brought in, as long as you are at least an associate, you will match whatever they earn in this chart, whatever they earn in the base pay chart, you will match 25%. So if I personally brought in Laura, and Laura is at the director level, she's making $100 a day. She's got 100,000 in volume. She's making $100 a day in base pay. All these other things are added on top, but in base pay, she's making 100. If I personally brought her in, and even if I'm just a lowly associate, but I personally sponsored her, I'm going to get 25% match on this. Whatever she's earning on a daily basis, I'm going to match 25%. So I'd get $25 a day just because I brought Laura in. So there's a serious amount of of benefit to getting out there and really growing your team. Okay, and obviously as you attain different levels, you get more and more generational matches. Okay, it's simple, it's straightforward. Everything that we get paid is paid daily, goes into your back office. Everything is held for 7 days, and the reason for that is we just want to make sure that, you know, if someone, if their credit card didn't go through, there was a problem, or there was a charge, whatever the issue, or if there's no issues, obviously it's released. If there's an issue, we take care of it without having to do a chargeback. All right, so our goal is not having to deal with chargebacks for folks. And I had something else I wanted to show you guys. It's our big summer bonus, but I don't have that slide ready. What I will tell you is it corresponds to this level here. All right, and it goes up to the regional director level. So basically, if you look right here at the regional director level, and then anything up here, whatever it says here, whatever rank you attain by the end of summer. When's the end of summer? I believe it is September 21st. So whatever rank you attain by the end of summer, you will receive 10% of whatever it says here. Okay? So if you attained a leader, it says 10,000 in volume, you would receive $1,000. $1,000 bonus if you attain that level before the end of summer. Manager would be a $3,000 bonus. This would be a $7,500, 10, up to a $20,000 bonus for hitting regional director by the end of summer. So a lot of you with this new, with this new Asirvia Go, are planning on hitting that. So I'm having a little issue there with the technology. We always have fun with technology, right? All right. So, did we have any other questions? Anything else hit? Let me stop the share. Let me make sure we don't have any other questions, and then we're going to bring this to an end. Somebody had asked where we were as far as exclusivity. I answered that. Let me just make sure. We got a few boo yeahs and who yeah, way to go. I have that image if you want to share it. Marketing tool. Marketing tool. Yes, Kevin, thank you for bringing that up. That's a great point. Just so everybody knows, when you go in to buy them, it's going to ask you how many of the Asirvia Go units you'll be using. Now, let me back up just a step. If somebody goes in and buys them just as a customer, this question will not appear. If somebody goes in and buys the units and becomes an affiliate, there's going to be a question that's going to ask them, how many of these will you be using to grow your Asirvia business? Okay? If you're going to use them to grow the Asirvia business, let's say you bought 3 of them. If one of them is going to be used to grow the Asirvia business, you're going to put a 1. And it's going to say 1 for Asirvia, 2 non-Asirvia. What's going to happen is the commission will be paid on the 2 non-Asirvia. Commission will not be paid on the 1 for Asirvia. The reason for that is the USA has a very, very strict rule about paying commissions on a marketing tool. Now, we can sell a marketing tool that people will be using for other companies, other businesses, other things, and all get full commission on that. But the specific ones that we are going to be using to grow Asirvia will not have commission on those specific ones. So if you're buying 3 and you're going to use 1 of them for Asirvia, you're going to put 1. If you're buying 8 of them, and let's say I'm going to be using 3 of them for my Asirvia business, you'd put 3. The other 5 would go in non-Asirvia. Okay? That's a very important point. One of the things that everybody knows about us is we are huge sticklers for making sure that we are 100% compliant within the law. All right, we work with Thompson Burton. Kevin Thompson is one of the top legal minds in the field. We also work with Mel Atwood and also Troy Dooley. So, I mean, most of you know those three names, and it's very, very important to us that we make sure 100% that we will not run afoul of any of the three-legged beasts in Washington. So we're going to make sure that this is done properly. We know that, listen, we know you guys are going to sell literally millions of these units. We also know that if out of millions, if 10,000 don't have commission on them, you guys are going to be like, yeah, so what? It's not going to be a huge percentage. So with that in mind, spread the word. Let people know. We're going to do a few more of these. We're going to do some conference calls. We're going to have conference calls going all week this week. You can tune in to hear Scott Whitney, Ali Madawi, and the very lovely Miss Laura Hardy will be back on doing her thing during the week. And then we'll have some, we do the information at 8 p.m. And then we have the leadership meetings at 8:30. And there's going to be so much stuff going on. We will do some special. We're going to have some Facebook Lives. I know Laura we might be able to twist her arm to do a Facebook Live or two during the week. I know you're going to see Kevin Sousa doing some lives, some of the other folks on here as well. Folks, get out there. Let people know that we have one of the most revolutionary tools they will ever see, not just for network marketing, but for their local businesses. This is truly a game changer. And I'm looking forward to getting them out there to each and every one of you and having a great time building this business. Everybody have an absolutely awesome day. And we'll see y'all soon.
Thank you. Bye.
You're welcome. Bye.